Hello, Mana here, and today we are playing the short indie horror game Dark Experiments. And I really didn't know what to expect from this. It just kind of caught my attention, but even reading over the page, I'm not really sure. I like how the screenshot looks though. I think you play as a cube, and that's about all I know, because I read this and it didn't really click for me. Because there's 30 days were allocated, I had a lot of work to do, so this game is built in less than a week, so yeah, I assume it's going to be on the shorter side because of that. That also makes it sound like a game jam, but it's not connected to any game jam, so I'm not sure. It also says about I warn you, you can see more in my video on the topic of game development, but I warn you it's in Russian and most likely not be any English subtitles either. Speaker than those who play the game Geometry Dasks, I'm a member of the cam unit of this game and tried to make the game so that the cam unit of this game would be interesting. I have no idea what that means. I don't know what cam unit refers to. For example, there are a lot of references from YouTubers such as Yogu, Decody, Nexus, and so on, which I don't know any of them. But for those who are not part of the community of this game, I think it'll also be interesting. Yeah, so I'm going to go with that part and hope for the best, basically. And yeah, I don't know, just going to dive in, I think, hope for the best. Either way, you know, should be something interesting to check out. You know, it's not always a win. I mean, it can be hit and miss checking out random mini games, but it's always interesting, you know. But other than that, I hope you're doing well, and thank you for watching. Okay, so this is what you see when you first open the game, which doesn't help me on the knowing what's going on part. Although it does make me wonder about that cam unit reference. Yeah, I don't know if that's related, because cam, webcam. Hello dear friend, I'm glad that you decided to play my game. I advise you to briefly turn off the webcam in OBS and other programs that record it. Be careful, there are no saves in the game. When you exit the game, you'll lose your progress. So what? what is that supposed to mean? And is like cam unit that was referenced on the other page like meaning webcam? But also, is this like, does this come up for everyone? Or is it detecting that I have OBS open? Because that's what like I use to record videos for reference. So, I don't know, we're just going to jump in, see what's what. I'm going to assume maybe I can use controller, but we'll see. Pause, stop. I want to see you. Sand. Okay. I don't know. Disclaimer. There are a lot of loud sounds in this game, many rapidly changing colors. The game cannot receive your personal data. All this done with it. What? I didn't even get to fully read that. Oh, I was gonna go check what that actually said, but there's a bar building up that's continuing. Not sure what's gonna happen here. Let's see. Ah. Gotcha. Is there like a pause? Okay. I want to check what I think, because this like can access your personal data. Like I feel like I need to check that. Yeah, I'm just gonna check it. It's fine. Okay, yeah, it said the game cannot receive your personal data. All this is done with the goal of scaring the player, not stealing his personal information. I don't. What is that supposed to mean? It cannot receive it, but then it says all this is done with the goal of scaring. I'm very confused by this game. Alright, let's just go and see. I'm a little bit bothered by the webcam stuff and references to personal information and things. But we'll just see what happens, I guess. I'll try and ignore that for a little while, maybe. Oh, we have a phone? Thank you again for agreeing to the job. Now turn off your phone and be careful. No problem, I think it'll be easy. Oh, I am using controller, but I don't know if I should be. Maybe I do have to use keyboard. Press tab isn't doing anything. Okay. Spider's afraid of light. Turn the flashlight on Q and look for them in the dark. Okay. I don't seem to be getting a flashlight, but anyway. Is it safe? You watch out for spiders ahead. If they bite you, you'll die. Spiders are afraid of light. Turn the flashlight to Q and look for spiders with it. When you shine on them, they will stop. Okay. I mean, flashlight doesn't... Spiders are afraid of light. Okay. Well, Q wasn't doing anything, so... Like, there's a sound happening. But I'm not getting any, flashlight. Oh, that was already green before. I mean... You can tell me to press Q, but it ain't doing anything. Okay. I'm not really sure what to do if the flashlights are not going to work. Okay, so we can bring up the phone whenever. Is there like... Oh. Oh. Oh, okay. So the flashlight was working. I had my mouse off the screen. Oh, alright. I see. Is there like a bar, or should I just kind of do this? Oh, well that's... That doesn't really get rid of them. Dead. Spiders are afraid of the light. But if it only stops them, how do I get past them? I guess you gotta stop them up in the air? Do I need to check that? We good? I mean, sort of. But if they get to here, like what am I supposed to do? Can I jump over? Oh, that's dead. Okay. Seems like if I rush ahead, it gets kind of stuck for a second. I don't know what to make of this game. It's, well, I mean, it's called Dark Experiments, I suppose. We good? Like, do I just kind of rush? Oh, is that... Okay. Assume that's a win? Should I just keep this out? Go back? I'll keep my flashlight. Oh. Okay, we dodging. Trying to dodge. Whoop. Hello? Other cubes? Wait, you look like the one I was texting. Oh, come bring up the phone now. Oh. The beginning of experiments was successful. I'll keep this diary for further study of information. The first test subject was brought to us. He behaved strangely. Says that he is a musician and writes songs about titans. Apparently mentally ill. After the experience, he ended up being disposed of. Okay. Probably not good. Oof. The next one was brought in this morning. He is acting strange. Constantly wants to play and gets very angry if he is not given this. During his stay in the chamber, he broke 4 keyboards, one every 2 minutes. Experiments on him were only possible with a strong dose of sedative. The patient did not survive. Hello? Are you... danger? Well, I bopped you on the head, but we seem fine. Are we climbing? I'm not the best climber, unfortunately. Do I need you? Oh. Are you a companion cube? I guess so. Not the friendliest looking, but anyway, that's fine. We shall continue. Yeah, I mean, this is, I guess it's like 2D platformer horror thing. I'm weirded out about the personal information webcam references. It's in the back of my head. Oh no, water got on several pages of my diary and they became unreadable. So I'll briefly write down what happened during these 4 days here. And so on the 4th day, they brought in probably the calmest man of all. He was in red and white clothes and did not show any deviations. The patient calmly endured everything and was placed in a capsule with the previous one. This was the second successful outcome. On the 5th day, they brought in an equally calm patient, and even too so, as it turned out that he was dying, and he died even before the experiment was provided. On the 6th day, there was no one. Okay. Are they actually referring to people or, like, cubes? Oh, wait, what? I think, space activated it. It's like, yeah, I can't... It activates immediately when you go near it. Okay, I can jump now. At least I'm assuming I'm going this way. It's also gotten very quiet. Oh, that doesn't move you. All good. Are you platforming? Maybe. Can I jump through it? Alright, that works. The next one was already calmer. You could talk to him normally. But every 5 minutes he jumped up and shouted, "I need to edit the video." And every time I had to explain to him where he was and why he couldn't go to the editing room. The patient survived and was placed in a capsule for further research. The first successful experience cannot but rejoice. Oof. Hello? I guess we'll keep going up. Ooh, that's a long jump. Oh. I see. Touche. I thought I missed it, but it just kind of dropped. Here. Wait, what? What is going on here? Suspicious. I can't jump up here anymore. Okay. Then where am I going? It's like I'm just off it now. Oh. Okay. Guess I could get it. Looks like things aren't going as well as planned. I and everyone who worked with me began to experience severe headaches, nausea, and fatigue. It's impossible to work like this. Well, we've already tested 6 patients under such conditions, but I'm only writing about this now. 4 of them survived. 2 were not subjected to experiments. Ah. It said E to close, but it seems... Space seems to also open it. The patient escaped. I saw spikes above us. Yeah, it's not good. Are we fireproof is the question. End. Did we finish the game? Okay. That was, Dark Experiments. Yeah, there's reference to Geometry Dash. I haven't played Geometry Dash, so... I assume this is connected to, like, a Geometry Dash fan community or something, maybe? Because maybe that was why, like, because I said about, like, the 30-day, but it was made in a week thing. So maybe that was not a game jam, but that type of thing on, like, another website or a Discord or something, maybe? I think... Can't... Oh. Thank you for playing our game. No worries. It was a little confusing for me personally, but it was an experience. Yeah. It was very short. Yeah. I don't really know what to make of it. I think, I I think I'm still a little stuck in my head about the stuff from the beginning. Yeah, so I'm kind of guessing that this page here, I'm assuming this must show you on your webcam. That would be my guess. If, like, I bet it sort of has a weird effect, because I mean, I feel like most people don't have webcams, right? Like I suppose most people with a laptop would, but I feel like most people on desktops don't actually have webcams. But yeah, it's got stuff, I assume... Yeah, I don't know what sand, I don't know what that's referencing. The I want to see you part, I guess it's that. But I still find this weird. The game cannot receive your personal data, all this is done with the goal of scaring the player. Like, I assume... Like, maybe that is just meant to be referencing because the webcam was probably shown there. And so it's just saying, like, the game is not receiving any of your personal data. This is just to scare you, like the webcam type thing or something. Yeah. I was just going to go here because I needed somewhere to sit while I give my final thoughts. Yeah. So I assume that we essentially agreed to be a participant in these experiments. And we escaped, but we didn't really escape, we got blown up. So I assume that we just kind of got added to the list of, yeah, the people there. Or cubes, or... Yeah. Because this was this is an interesting spot too. There's a little cube there. And there was those other ones we saw behind a wall. Yeah, it was an interesting little thing to check out. In the most literal sense, I don't really know what to make of it. But again, factoring in like it's probably made in a week, I can see that. I don't mean that in a bad way. I just mean it does feel like it probably wasn't to the full scope that was maybe originally planned. It sort of has a couple of segments, but they're all very quick. You kind of in the forest and you're in here. Then you have the spider section, and that's done. And then you have the platforming section kind of thing. Like it's a few little bits that happen like really fast. So I assume maybe it was planned to be longer or something originally. But yeah, I assume the story is as simple as getting, like, we chose to be an experiment or whatever, like we agreed to participate or whatever for money, something like that. But in the end we basically died. So we yeah. That seemed to be kind of how things went. Yeah, I think I just kind of... I think the part at the beginning, like, threw me off, though. The mention about OBS and the webcam and stuff, and then, like, I still... Because it comes back to, like, the original Opera page. Yeah, like, so because there was that mention of, I'm a member of the cam unit of this game. I tried to make new units so the cam unit's game would be... So, like, I don't know if that's meant to be sort of, like, saying, like... the person who did the cam side, like the webcam side of that thing, or if it's like meant to be kind of like in the game, like he's the one operating the camera side of things or something. I'm not sure. But also maybe this is a little bit like, it does mention it being originally Russian, so maybe like, this is not a first language, and so some of this is reading a little odd to me. I mean, it reads fine, but I feel like I'm not understanding it too well. Yeah, I don't know, I feel like there's a cool idea here. I did like the cube thing, reminding me of Portal and that kind of stuff. Dark experiment thing, yeah, it was just really short. I think this is something that could be a lot more interesting if it was expanded, basically. Fleshing out the levels a little more. Yeah, I don't know, because I like the general style and feel of it. I like the cube stuff, I like, you got like this spider stuff, like going to platforming. Like, I do like it changing up, even though it was in a very short kind of way. Yeah, I don't know. I guess like I'm still kind of stuck in my head that I feel like some of this stuff, those warnings at the beginning, the webcam stuff, the mention of OBS, I feel like that stuff should probably be on this page and made a little bit more clear, because I couldn't kind of get that out of the back of my head. And part of that was also that wording about the game cannot get your personal information, or whatever it was. That almost, the way it was, yeah, Yeah, the game cannot receive your personal data. All this is done with the goal of scaring the player and not stealing his personal information. That has that, like, that almost reads like cannot should have been can. Like the way it was phrased. But then I said it comes back to like that mention of Russians, so maybe this is second language something, and so that reads a little odd, even though it's not incorrect, but it just doesn't read quite, you know, right or something. Like the actual phrasing sounds more like how you would write it if you had the word can rather than cannot. But yeah, again, I may just be overthinking things. I'm just kind of mentioning it because of the fact that it did sort of influence me playing. It was in the back of my head and I didn't know what to make of it type of thing. So, yeah. Oh, whoops, I was showing the opera page, but, well, I was only reading something, so probably should have mattered, but, yeah. But yeah, I guess that's, that is it for Dark Experiments. Let me know if you have any thoughts. Thank you for watching, be well. Links in the description if you do want to check it out. And other than that, just, hope you have a good rest of your day. Thank you, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.